Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back to part 3 of letter S of hashtag ABCs of Tarot. Hopefully this is my last S video. I forgot one in the last one. So I have 14 decks in this video. Hopefully I'll get through them all. And without further ado, we're getting into it. So a friend gave me these. Didn't come with anything, but it's the Shaman's 1909 something Oracle. These are the backs. They're real tall and skinny. These are the only, I don't have a book or nothing. They just came with the cards. I think they're cool. They do have this deck on Amazon, and if I remember the link, I'll post it below. I do, and there's also a separate workbook you can use with this. I think it's pretty cool. I have a lot of Native American in me, so I just like the cards like they are, as is. I think they're pretty cool. And you can tell they're old. But this is the only thing that came in was this box here. And my dog's moving the table. Yeah, so that's that. Next we have Shadow Healing cards. This is a Rockpool Publishing deck. It's Aboriginal work. And then it's got like all the negative words on it. So if you pull a card, very beautiful Aboriginal work. And then the card is annoyed, of course. Voicing your frustrations will provide you with an opportunity to explain the situation in a different way, which could be the very answer they're looking for. So this is a quick, easy way to kind of go through those trigger words and handle them. I probably should leave this out and take it to work. I haven't really used this since I bought it. That's why I was going to do that for shadow healing work. So that's deck 2. Deck 3. Saw this on Anthony's channel. Steampunk tea leaf reading cards, or tea leaf fortune telling cards. This is the deck I bought instead of Lenormand. And it's basically just like a Lenormand. It's got this beautiful chocolate gilding, but I've used it so much it's coming off. They're small, bridge size cards. It's kind of like a Lenormand, but not. And it prompted me to buy a Lenormand. And then I realized I only use these for mediumship work. So there's no point in getting any more Lenormand. So I have like 4 Lenormand decks and this. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I've used it a lot. I don't really use it now because I'm mad at the gilding. It's so stunning and you just can't see it anymore. It was like this beautiful chocolate. It was beautiful. Yeah, so that's the Steampunk tea leaf reading cards. This one I left out. This is a make playing cards deck. It's a Shaman's Oracle deck. I bought a bag for it. It's got this nice matte finish on it. Shuffles pretty good. There's not that many cards, but this is a hard-hitting deck. Very hard-hitting. There's no book or nothing with it. It's freaking stunning. 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 Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful deck. And I've not seen anybody else with this deck. Interesting. I use that for ancestor work. And I don't do ancestor work a whole lot, so I don't use it a whole lot. Oh my gosh, she just keeps hitting my table. Next. Slavic Legends Tarot. Just got this last week. Got this beautiful matte edging and backs. It is by Taroteca Studio that did the Something Mansion Tarot and the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, which I have also. This is a stunning deck. I love it to pieces. I haven't really worked with it because I just got it. But it's on my list for the new year to use. And I love it. Love it. I'm going through these quickly because I don't want to run out of time to get them all in and have to do a 4th S video. Next, one of my favorite Oracle decks, Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. It is a Hay House publication. It is stunning. Stunning. Comes with a great book. So nice matte cardstock. They shuffle well. These are the backs. It's beautiful. It's very hard hitting. I have a couple of other of her decks, which I've shown one already. This is what spurred on buying her decks, though. This is a gorgeous deck. I love it to pieces. It's one of my top 10 favorite Oracle decks. And I've used it a lot. So we're going with continue with the Denise Linn Oracles. We have the Denise Linn Sacred Forest Oracle by Hay House also. This is a beautiful deck as well. I haven't used it as much. Comes with a great book. Has the same matte cardstock. These are the backs. This is the front. And it's freaking beautiful. I mean, stunning. I should pair this with my Forest Creatures, because it's all fairy deck as well. This is all fairies, so pretty much, yeah, it's a gorgeous deck. Love it to pieces. Yeah, and it's beautiful. I got this on a thing I found on Etsy where they were doing grab bag decks, and they sent me a deck I already had, and they're like, well, what decks don't you have? And I told them that was a deck I didn't have, and they sent it to me. I found this one on Etsy. It says it's a scrying deck, but it's a giant Lenormand deck. It is the second Lenormand deck I ever bought. It's huge. It's bigger than Oracle size. They're humongous cards. Like, my hand is over it. But it reminds me of the Line Strider Tarot, and I have yet to pair this with that. But I bet... Why did that go that way? I bet they would go really, really well together. I love the paint on it. It's just beautiful. And I like that they're huge cards. I don't know why I like it as huge cards. I haven't really used it. But it's stunning. And I love it. 2 pieces. So this is the Scrying Lenormand. And I can't even get my hands around it to shuffle it like that. I have to shuffle it overhanded like this. Yeah, it's huge. Huge. So we got 5 decks left. Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. This is a mass market Hay House publishing. It used to be an indie deck, and then I missed out on the indie. And then it just last year, the year before, I think it was last January, became mass market. And so I got it because I wanted it, and I couldn't get it anywhere independent. And then where I say the Light Series is my best friend deck. It's the deck I love. It's the deck that is my best friend and is sweet and gentle. This one I have not had that experience with. This one will slap you across the face so hard that you're like, what just happened? And I love the energy of these two together. And it's stunning. And I love the different colors in it also. Love it. And it's just very, very simple cards. But it is punchy in the guts. So that is the Sacred Creators Oracle. I'm flying through these. I have 4 decks left. And I just threw one on the floor on accident. This is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. This is a U.S. Games deck. I did not realize that. This was probably my first U.S. Games deck ever. Beautiful cards. It comes with a spread. They're ginormous. I mean, they're huge. Huge backs. They're nice matte, like typical U.S. Games cardstock. Love that. I bought it for this Dragonfly. It says Dragonfly Magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. And it's got all these beautiful animals in it. And I love this deck. I used it a lot when I first got it. Really haven't used it in a while. I may keep it out. Because I'm trying to, this year, really use decks I haven't used in a while. I love it to pieces. It's so cute. So cute. So stunning. I even love the raccoons. Cute. Cute deck. Got a lot of kitties in it, which I love. Stunning. A lot of birds, too. Yeah, that is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle US Games. 3 decks left. So here we have the Santa Muerta Oracle. I, of course, have, this is Low Scare Barrel deck. Of course, have the Santa Muerta Tarot. I just did the in my second video. They're glossy cards. They shuffle well. The back is a puzzle of the, if you put all the backs together, it would be a Ouija board. I just don't get on with this deck as well as I do with the tarot, honestly. A lot of it feels scattered. Where the Santa Muerta Tarot feels chaotic at times, it's purposeful and for a reason. This one I don't feel, it feels scattered, but not with any rhyme or reason to it, if that makes any sense. But I do keep it around just because I don't really have anything else to pair with my Santa Muerta but this deck. And I do pair my decks quite a bit together. So that's why it stays. 2 decks left. So here we have the Sacred Rivers Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It is a Blue Angel publication. I've seen this in a matte form borderless recently, and I'm like, what? And I went to Blue Angel, and it was $45. I'm like, I paid $20 for this deck. So I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not paying $45 for a deck I already have. This is in my top 5 favorite decks ever. I've talked about this many, many times. I used it last year as my Oracle deck of the year. I would never part from this deck ever. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. And I love it to pieces. I love it to pieces. 2 pieces. I'm trying to find the one card in here. I saw many moons ago somebody do a card reading online, and it was at a time where it's like, should I write? I shouldn't. And I accidentally picked this card, and it says the word wants to be written, and she looks like she's got the inspiration coming out of her third eye. It was just, it made me cry. And I knew that moment I had to get this deck. And this deck is one of those decks that always makes me cry when I go through it and use it. So, it's never leaving me. And the last deck, but not least, the last tarot deck I got in 2022 is the Stranger Things tarot deck and guidebook by Inside Editions. It's like $25 on Amazon, but I saw somebody on there selling it for like $11. With tax and everything, I paid $13 for this deck because it was a Christmas special. And I'm like, cool. Comes with a cool guidebook. And I realized in the last week I've worked with this deck that the dice are swords. Love it. The spokes are cups. Strands are wands. And the scapes are pentacles. I've noticed in the last week that I've used this deck that it's coming to focus what I'm going to use this deck for. And for some reason, the last few months, I would say maybe since January of last year, it really started about interdimensional travel and portals opening to other worlds and things like that. And I think this is one of those decks. I think a lot of the decks I've got this year, in the past year, are for that purpose. And I think without ever even thinking about it, these are the types of decks I acquired, just like the year before when I acquired all the past life decks that I use. Without even consciously being aware of it, I'm attracting these specific decks for these specific jobs. And I think it's cool. And this one feels otherworldly to me. And of course, why wouldn't it? It is the Stranger Things tarot. It opens up worlds to other places. And I think that was pretty cool. So that is the last of my S's. I'm so happy. Hopefully, actually no, it's not the last of my S's. I got this seed and sickle here I totally forgot about. I don't know why I stuck it in my gun pile. But yeah, I showed you all the other ones. So the last deck, Liminal 11 publication. I love this deck. Saw it on Simon at the Hermit's Cave. When it came out, before it actually came out, it comes with 2 books, the Dawn and Dusk Guidebook. It is stunning. This is the reason I bought this deck. I said, if there's a daisy in it, I'll think about buying it. He showed the daisy. I'm like, okay, if he pulls the daisy card, I'm going to buy the deck. And what do you know? He pulled the daisy card. I bought the deck, started using it, loved it. And then realized there is a special edition of this deck. I'm like, I need it. So I went through Liminal 11's website, got the special edition from the UK. It's put away in a box that will never probably come out. But I love this deck. I love the plants and the herbs and the feeling, just the feeling it gives me. I don't know why, but I have this weird, strange, familial feeling with this deck. And I've been told before that I went to one of my first metaphysical places I went to, metaphysical fairs I went to. I had a reading done for a past life, and she said that I was a witch in a past life where I did nothing but herb stuff. Like, if people got pregnant and didn't want to be pregnant anymore, they came to me for tinctures and tonics, and all of it had to do with herbs. And every time I get a full-on herb deck like this, it feels like I already know what's going on, or what the herb is for, or what it's like that knowledge from that past life has carried over, but it's just something I know. Like when you learn how to write your name or ride a bike, it's not something that you can unlearn at that point. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel when I have, especially this deck, made me realize that maybe that's this ingrained past life knowledge that is coming through with this deck, and why I feel so connected to it. So yeah, let me know if you guys, in the comment below, if you guys have that experience with any decks, like if it feels like past life knowledge being passed down, so that's why you feel so connected to that deck. That's one of the reasons I feel super connected with this deck. Plus, it's stunning, and I love it. But that is all my S decks. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys stay tuned for letter T. Bye.